Hi everyone, welcome back to the Ranger Shop. Sorry it's been so long since I posted a video about the Ranger. I've been busy working on this right here. Let me just show you my project, my latest project. So I've been building this trailer, and it's a cargo trailer that I made into a camper. But anyways, back to the Ranger while you're watching this video. So in this video I want to give you a complete walkthrough, a tour of my Ranger, kind of what I did, why I did it, and what I plan on doing in the future. I've got some good projects coming up. So first off, why did I pick a Ranger? Well, this is my third Ranger. I really like them. And what I wanted was a small truck, something I could throw my canoe on, that I can go back into the lakes for fishing, a lot of ATV trails. A big wide truck, it just doesn't work for me. But at the same time, I wanted to be able to pull my trailer. So my trailer right now weighs just under 3,000 pounds, fully loaded with water and everything. And so that's quite a bit of weight. And I wanted to be able to have something that was capable enough to tow that. So the Ranger fit my bill pretty good. It was what I was looking for. What is this? Well, this here is a 2002 Ford Ranger. But it's not your average 2002. It was, what happened is I kind of bought two trucks. I was looking for one of those Fx4s, level 2 with the manual transfer cases. And I couldn't find it anywhere. They're either rotted out because we're in the Rust Belt here, or they were high mileage, just really beat on. But I could find a lot of the normal Rangers. So what I did is I found an FX4, level 2 manual transmission and transfer case, and I took the guts out of it. I bought everything out of it. So the rear end, the transmission, transfer case, wiring harness, and then I found this truck. So this is a 2002, just a normal XLT 4x4, and second owner. It was a low kilometer. It was right around just over 80,000 miles. He took it, he put a 3-inch body lift on it, 33-inch mud trains on it, and pretty much just left it at that. Didn't do any of the maintenance, didn't take care of the truck, and just drove it into the ground. So I picked up this truck for $2,000, which was a pretty good deal, considering there was no rust on the body, no holes, and that's really what I didn't want to deal with. I could handle the maintenance. I really didn't want to do much body work. So that's the truck itself. So let's take a look at it now. Let me give you a tour through it. Okay, so first let's take a walk around the exterior. So if you can see up here, up front, I put in these new aftermarket headlights. Love those headlights. I got a video. It'll be in the description. I put in this light bar here. This is a plug for my winch. I welded in a hitch right in there. I don't know if you can see that. It's a heavy duty hitch. The mirrors are 2006. Put on some vent visors, tinted out the windows, put the cap on it, and the roof racks are from, I don't know, maybe a 2006 Ford Edge. I just took them off at the junkyard and then I cut them down. This whole finish, this is a Raptor liner finish. It's like a plastic finish, and I mean, this has been through the bush a million times. Scratches all down the side where you can see it on the mirrors and on the everything else, but not on the paint. And when I sprayed it, I tried to do the jams. Okay, let's start at the back and we'll work our way forward. So here we've got the aftermarket lights again. And then this is one of those universal hitches, because I couldn't find a hitch that would tuck up nicely underneath with the body lift. So that tucks up about as tight as you can get. And basically it's one of these universal hitches. I just flipped it around. Anyways, I got a video. You can check that out if you want. This is that FX4 8.8 31 spline. And then inside I put in a Yukon Duratrack carrier. It's got the chromoly side gears. And it's a limited slip. And then Rancho shocks, an Adaleaf in there. And then also the extended shackles here. Really don't need them though, because I don't need that much lift. Working our way up. Up front, I didn't do tons of stuff. I put in the skid plates from the FX4, This has a lunchbox locker in the front, and I switched it over so that it's manual hubs. Because again, as I've mentioned, I've got a manual transfer case, I got a manual transmission, and manual hubs. Everything, I just like mechanical. Installed the longer Rancho shocks. It allows a full drop for this system. And I put in some keys to give it a little bit of lift. But honestly, I probably didn't even need those. It's got about maybe an inch of lift right now. So maybe, let's say, an inch of lift from the keys and then the 3-inch from the body lift. These tires are 265 75/16. Basically, I think that's like 32-inch by 10.5-inch is what you are. They're Duratrax, great tires, love them. You can see the amount of tread that's on here. Got tons of tread, and that's been all the way across the states twice, towing my trailer. And then just rebuilt everything. So it's got new upper control arms. You can see the sway bar bushings, the links. Just went through the whole suspension and rebuilt it. Okay, let's get into the engine here. So this is just your normal 4-liter sock. I pulled the engine out and I replaced all the tensioners with the Ford updated tensioner kit, and same with the guides, the chains, the whole things were all replaced. And then I put in an oil pump, new water pump, metal T-stat housing, put in this electric fan, and added this supercharger to it. So supercharger right now, it's running 3.5 pounds boost, 4 pounds boost. It's good. Before I'd have to shift, like let's say I was out towing my trailer, I was constantly shifting into 3rd gear. Now you might have to shift into 4th once in a while. But for the most part, even in overdrive, the thing just purrs along. Way more power. That was kind of my goal. Like I was thinking about doing a 5-liter swap, but to jam a 5-liter in here and then, mess up my VSS, mess up my, you have to change your fuel tank if you want a manual transfer case. So many things to change. It just didn't seem like it was the way to go. Beautiful kit. It's a mod box kit there. You'll see the link in the description. This now, I've got 10,000 miles on it right now, and it's performed flawless. The only problem I've had with this is I had a hose clamp that I didn't tighten up enough and it started leaking. That's it. No problems other than that. I've ordered the 5-pound pulley, 5 pounds, so it moves from 3.5, 4 pounds up to 5 pounds, so it's a little bit smaller. And we're going to see if we're going to put that on. I've also got a few things that I'm changing with this setup, with the oil catch can, PVC. But anyways, I'm going to post an update video and explain what's going on with that. One thing's nice about this engine, well, the transmission that I pulled out of it and the computer and everything, it came from 2003, which didn't have EGR. So I don't have all the plumbing in here for the EGR. It's not needed on this truck. Okay, let's get inside. I'll show you the view from inside. So inside, it's pretty much stock. I took these seats are off of 2010 from the junkyard, just looked really nice, so I bolted those in there. As I mentioned, it was automatic before, so this column has been changed to a standard column lockout thing here. It's got the manual transfer case, as I mentioned. I cut up this cover. This is a normal cover for 5-speed, like a manual, but not the manual transfer case. The truck I bought didn't have all this stuff in it. It had the shift rod, and that was it, and the shift linkage down below. So what I did is I just took a standard one. I just chopped out the plastic a little bit, and then I put some tubing down here, and then these boots just snap over top of that tubing, and then just a universal ball there, and a Hurst shifter ball. Just a normal deck there. So here's the gauges. So over here on the column, I've got my air fuel ratio gauge. That helps me see if there's a miss or anything with the supercharger. Then I've got my coolant temperature, my oil pressure, because as you probably know, these are just dummy lights on here. It's just a switch that goes on or off. There's no actual reading pressure off your gauge on your dash. And now with my new oil pump, this thing's often up around 60 psi, so that's beautiful. Then here's my boost gauge, so it's just basically a vacuum and boost. For the future in here is up here, I'm going to mount a CB radio up here and some switches. I want my switches for my lights, my rear lights and things like that up there. Also, I cut out the cigarette lighter and I put in this power port here. It fits almost perfectly in there. And this is USB-C and USB. So it's got both on there. And then I still have this power port. It's a normal power port there. I pulled out the carpet. It had ugly gray carpet in here. And I put in just this plastic. I just, again, from the wrecker, got some plastic flooring, stuck it in there. The dash, it is from the Fx4 dash. It's kind of got that gray, silvery, platinum color, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's fire it up and I'll let you listen what it sounds like outside. It's nothing crazy loud. You can't really even hear the supercharger hardly at all. There's the gauges. I've got my ABS light on. I think I know what's going on there. It's something to do with my transfer case, but I might do a video on that. Just showing you, going over the EVTM and how we diagnose it and then fixing it. Let's go outside. I'll just show you the motor. So I hope you like the walk around. What do we got coming up in the future? Well, there's quite a few things that I want to do to this still. Isn't there always? There's always something to do. So first off, I want to get that CB radio installed inside, so we'll make a video on that. I've got an auxiliary tank to put into it, a 15-gallon tank out of a YJ. I don't think I'm going to mount it between the frame rails, although it'd be easy enough to do. But because of my towing weight and a lot of tongue weight that I've got already, I'm going to try and move that weight of the fuel up into the canopy and close to the cab. So that's the fuel tank. I've also got some fender flares that I picked up that I'm going to be spraying them with Raptor liner and then installing them. I've also got coil springs possibly I've been thinking of doing. I've picked up the brackets. There's a guy that I bought them off of online. So the brackets I've got, I don't have the coils or the springs yet. I'm still not 100% sold that it's going to make a big difference. If you've got them, please let me know what you think. So I hope you enjoyed this video, maybe got a little bit out of it. Please let me know in the comments below what maybe I could do different with this Ranger or what you wouldn't have done. I'm always interested to see what people say. Also, your comments have helped me a lot with even just the rebuilding process. As I've been going along, I've been changing a few things that I've been doing based on your comments. So I do appreciate them. I read them all, and I try to respond to all your comments also. So if you are into Rangers, if you like 4-buying them, if you like modifying them, or just like them, maintaining them, please subscribe to this channel. And that's what we're going to do. I love Rangers. You know, if this one dies, I'm just going to get another one. Put all my stuff on that one. They're a great little truck. Really, I don't think you can beat them for the price. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.